Good morning, class 1. Welcome to your value education class. So, after half yearly exam, now you will start with the syllabus of second unit test. Yes, children, that will start the chapter, that is chapter 9. So, as you all know, that this is your value education book, right? It's inspiration for life. Inspiration for life. So, open your book at page number 33. Page number 33, and the chapter is chapter 9. Okay, what is the name of the chapter? Helping others. Helping others. So, what is the value that we are going to get from this chapter? That is, the value is kindness. We are going to get the value of kindness from this chapter. So, before beginning with this chapter, let us know what is the meaning of kindness. What is the meaning of kindness? So, kindness means what? Being kind to someone means that when you are helping someone, when we are helpful to someone, we say that we are kind to that person, right? As the name suggests, kind. Okay, so very beginning we'll know that what is kind, isn't it? So being kind means, as I have told you, being kind means that you are kind to someone, means you are helping someone. When we help someone, it means that God loves us. Okay, God loves a person who is kind and helpful to other. God always loves a person who is kind and who is helpful to others, right? So, on the basis of this topic, we'll read a story. The name of the story is The Farmer and the Snake. What is the name of the story? The Farmer and the Snake. Okay, so once upon a time, there was a poor farmer who lived in a small hut. And he had a small farm. In the middle of his farm, there was an old banyan tree. So once upon a time, long back, there was a poor farmer. Okay, who lived in a small hut. As he was very poor, he lived in a very small hut. Okay, now he had a small farm. He owned a small farm where he used to grow crops. Okay, in the middle of his farm, there was an old banyan tree. In the middle of his farm, there was an old banyan tree. As you all know that banyan trees are very big in size. Okay, and the banyan tree that was in the middle of the farmer's farm was very old and big. So one morning when he reached his farm, so every morning the farmer used to go to his farm, isn't it? So one morning when he reached the farm, he saw a snake. When he reached his farm, he saw a snake. The snake was lying on the ground near the tree, and he saw that the snake, it was lying on the ground near the banyan tree. The snake looked very weak, and the snake, it looked very weak. The farmer thought, the snake seems to be very hungry. I must give some milk. And when he saw, look at the snake, it seemed it looked very weak. Okay, and the farmer thought that the snake must be very hungry. Okay, then he thought of giving some milk to the snake. Okay, turn the page to page number 34. He was kind to the snake. Okay, he brought a bowl of milk and kept it near the snake. As he was very kind to the snake, he felt that the snake is very hungry, so he thought of giving a bowl of milk, some milk to the hungry snake. So he brought a bowl of milk and kept it near the snake so that it can drink the milk. Now, after that, he went to sell his vegetable, and after that, he went to the market, as he was a farmer, to sell his vegetable. In the evening, when the farmer returned, he found a gold coin in the bowl. And in the evening, when he returned from the market to his farm, he found that there was a gold coin in the bowl. In the bowl, the same bowl where he has given the milk to the snake. The farmer was surprised to see this. And next morning he again saw the snake. And next morning he again saw the snake. He saw that the snake was still lying there. Okay. Then he again gave a bowl of milk and went to sell his vegetable. And he again gave a bowl of milk to the snake, and he went to sell his vegetable to the market. Okay. In the evening when he returned, he again found a gold coin in the bowl. And in the evening when he returned, he again found another gold coin in the bowl. And this thing continued for many days. And the farmer, he became very rich by that time. Okay, as he was getting a gold coin every day, so he became very rich. Okay, owing to this, owing to some work, the farmer had to go out of his village and he had got some work. So, for that, he had to leave the village for a few days. Okay, go out of the village for a few days. So, he asked his son to feed the snake every day. He described everything to his son. Okay, then he asked his son to feed the snake every day. Okay, after the farmer went out, his greedy son thought, and after the farmer went out, his greedy son thought, the snake must be having all the gold coins in his stomach. If I kill the snake, I'll take out all of them immediately. And the son was very greedy. Okay, he was not kind like his father. He was very greedy. Then he thought that the snake must have all the gold coins in his stomach. So he thought of taking out all the gold coins immediately at once, and for that what he had to do, he had to kill the snake. So he thought of killing the snake and take out all the gold coin from the stomach of the snake at a time. So he thought that if I kill the snake, then I'll take out all of them immediately. The son was very greedy. So what he did, next morning he went to the farm with a heavy stick, and next morning he went to the farm with a very big and heavy stick. Why? With a very bad intention. What was his intention? He wanted to kill the snake. Okay, as he tried to kill the snake bit him and the farmer's son died. And as the son went near the snake to hit the snake, to kill the snake, okay, with that heavy stick, what happened? The snake bit him. Okay, and due to that, the farmer's son died. Okay, this is the end of the story. As he was very greedy, thus he saw his end, isn't it? So he died. So, what is the moral of the story? The farmer was very kind, but the son was not kind. He was greedy. He was kind. The farmer was very kind, so he became rich. God helped him indirectly. And as the son was greedy, he had to die. He had to die, isn't it? So the moral of the story is, when you help others, they help you. When you harm others, they harm you. And the moral of the story is, when you help others, they will also help you. But when we harm others, they will also harm us. Okay, this is the moral of the story. So we'll discuss the back exercise in the next class. Thank you. Go through the chapter and have a nice day.